45 minutes left in the trading session. Welcome back to the close. Here we go. Look at how things stand at this point. We are negative once again, 0.34 to the downside for the S&P. The Dow following suit here, 0.18. NASDAQ trying to hold on to positive territory. Bond auction mid-afternoon kicked off a little bit of selling there in the S&P, but only 0.34, which is good. Down here, I want to talk about cryptos real quick. 4% still for Ethereum, and 1.2% again today. A couple days in a row, guys, to the downside for cryptos.
Yeah, and look, it's all about what is moving in the market because we're basically flat on the session overall. At least if you look at the NASDAQ, Sean and I are going to be trading live for you here as we always do. Oh, man, I already have an embarrassing chart to look at. This HPI, oh my goodness, it bounced off you up just now. This is, look, up 140%. I know everyone's looking at this name. Look at these dip opportunities. First, like 7, okay, kind of random. Tipping VWAP, but then that's 8 even. And then right around 9 VWAP, I slip a bit in front of 9. Yeah, probably try. Look, I actually tried to hold on to this. That's more of a keystroke error than anything else. I got some up for a scalp trade at 20, and then I went to put an order there at 50 and accidentally punched out of that one. So if it comes back down, maybe it'll give a shot to retest 9 even. Strong one this morning. I am in CRTD. That was something that I shorted in the morning. I just found a bit of a bottom on CRTD. Going to be actively trading. I'm looking at Zila, but not as strong as I thought. CRTD, just to show you guys here, look at yesterday's support. After multiple halts to the upside, holds 463, 464, gaps up. We were shorting it on the break of 780, held through the halt for nice win. Didn't hold long enough, I guess. I mean, stalled at $6 there, and then I got out. And now we're holding that low, like that same 465 from yesterday. It's bounced off several times. I'm long at 68 off of there. I scalped 15 pennies out of it already. Looking to hold on for a break of 5 even. Do have to be flat by the end of the day, so 40 minutes to go here, Sean. Let's make some of this magic work.
Yeah, we'll be here and try to make some magic happen. Welcome, guys, to the fastest 45 minutes on YouTube, and I hope it's one of the most entertaining as well. Okay, so here we go. You come back here, and I just put this position on, so we're in it now. We are looking for this short in AMC. All of a sudden, volume picking up here like crazy off these 38 bottoms. We wrote it down on our sticky note today that we would look for some support here in AMC around that 38 level. I don't know if we're going to find it or not, but we did short there into 40. So 40, we had VWAP. We had a line here. We're keeping this $40 line here, so I can always see it. That's 40. So now we're going to wait for it to pull back in. You can see short. And again, wasn't going to average in more than this. Now we have a 20 penny winner on board here with AMC looking for shorts, looking for it to come back in. So 39.11. I don't want to get in trouble with the apes out there, but hey, like Neil said, we are going to be covering this at the end of the day. So now that I'm short, the only thing that matters is my buys will now help this back upside as I cover the short. So right now, AMC, no real targets there. We are short. What are we short at? 60. So, if we can get this down here into these areas, 12s, 15s or so, I think that's a decent cover. And then we will be able to blow out of this if it does break above 40. So that's that trade. And then still on from the morning, man, Disney. We're fighting this one not all day, but we did fight it. We do have a bottom tick in our account right now. Didn't get out up here at 185. Wish I did. But right now we're battling back on Disney. So I've liked that one all day. And then my thorn in my side, Goldman Sachs, again. Like, we're doing work here, so we have to exit these positions. And then we get some Apple news there, which spikes it, which would have made us a lot of money there backside. But Goldman Sachs, as you can see today, a nightmarish roller coaster of a ride for me, as that stock is a big negative one for me here today.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, but first of all, rolling records, I saw Tesla's at 666. Come on, it's not reaching that number without me noticing it, but I'm looking, a little bit closer to that price because it dipped down before at least once. Virgin Galactic was, and by the way, we have trades of the day, and we're going to be doing another one, and stick around for that. Shorting Virgin Galactic was a great short in yesterday's action. It was a great short today. And I wish I had just stopped when we had a data issue in the morning on Virgin Galactic, because that was a perfect short off for the open. Then we got another re-entry at 39. Of course, I decided after this turn here, shorting the top again, and it breaking out, that I wanted to reverse into long, lose, long, lose. And then I actually got in and out of the short break, but it wasn't low of the day, so I didn't want it, so I got out. Probably shouldn't have turned to the long idea on Virgin Galactic, because gave it all back. Well, it was a fantastic short by averaging into a silly long. Not liking it because the last 2 days short have been so good. Brendan?
Another big mover so far today. Sean's doing backflips again. AHPI, impressive volume here, guys. 180 million shares, 134% on the day. It's been halted a number of times. The CEO, worth noting here, came out and said he has no idea, told Reuters in a phone call he has no idea why this is happening, but this stock is getting all kinds of attention on social media today. So another one to add to that list, AHPI, guys.
Yeah, the only real crazy one that we traded today was Zila, and it will be your trade of the day. We did get out right here without, experiencing this crazy blowout top of that 540. And the reason why I want to talk about this was look where this was, 550. We talked about this earlier on today when we had this trade about where to possibly get out. It went back to 550, back to March 10th, 9th or 10th, right there where we stopped before. And then even if you use these levels right here of 515, 520 as your outs, those are good levels as well, where the close and open of those candles. So good outs there on Zila today. And like I said, this is going to be my biggest and best trade here today. We go long here as well on this high pre-market break. So that was just a great opportunity to trade there on Zila. So we did that backflip there. Sorry about that, Brendo. We did take out that 25 level there on AMC. So bang, bang. These are the shorts. We get that out right now. So AMC today, trying to catch a little bit of a falling sword here. We did get out and then went long at 39.50 before. So we've already traveled here and then we got out just above VWAP. So that's an 80-cent win there on AMC. So all good on AMZ front today. I wouldn't look back. I mean, I don't want to look at Goldman anymore, but we can look at JP Morgan. They all made these nice bottoms. We put that tweet out. Let's see where we are on the tweet right now and see what the ratio is here. I had that out. I'll have to find it. I don't know where. Oh, here it is here. Will Goldman Sachs, or will the banks actually be up or down? 350 votes right now, maybe more. 60-40. It still remains 60-40. I was voting lower, and I tweeted that out. Like, how could I say lower and then just go long on all these names? But a beautiful bounce back today. We were low here on a lot of these banks. 153.75. It's a $3 bounce. And then, like I said, on my arch nemesis today, it's a $6 bounce from these bottoms. We were long, so we did cash out a little bit here. So we made some back. It's not a complete disaster like it possibly could have been there on Goldman Sachs. So thank God we made some money. And then again, I just wish we had stuck with the true story here with space when we were just saying right here, 38.50 short. It's literally the only thing that we had. We had 42 long, that never comes in, and then 38.50. Like, we don't even get up to 42 today. Yet here I am trying to go long in here, which is ridiculous. So stick to your own rules, and sometimes even we get sidetracked with our own rules, guys.
I think I know why I did. It's just, I don't know. I'm kind of trying to find a place of where I want to buy some more actually in the long term. I don't think it's anywhere close to that point to the downside yet, but I had that in the back of my mind. It's not a good idea to do it, but we'll be able to celebrate a few things here. The CRTD, and look, and sometimes, and I see you guys talking about SGOC or some of these other high-flying names that have come back in, but try to look for like really, really big support levels if you're going to be scalping off of them, because the stock has been cut in half from the top. I know it'll stay down 14% today, but it got cut in half. So if you're going to start taking 25 and 30-cent winners, you want to make sure you got a level where the risk to reward makes sense. And from the low, it's about a 5% risk plus whatever slippage is going to be there. And thank goodness I took some out in front of 5. Look at the barcoding it did between 495 and 510. So I got an offer again to get out in front of that level, and then if it breaks up in the middle, and then I want to hold some to see if it can't actually get going. But volume has been dying down, so it's going to have to be a scalp trade for now. That AHPI continues to hold around 9. But Zila is starting to get off its horse, on its horse, I guess I should say. And someone asked me earlier, like, where would you get in if Zila holds VWAP? And I was like, I don't know if you can wait till 5 because 450 was a dip level. If you go way, way back, yeah. So I mean, 450 was a dip area here, or sorry, a high here, then a break. And then it was a lower high that got put in, sort of resistance at about 2 o'clock or so. And if that's support, I'd almost have to break a 480 break because 5 even is like 1-to-1 to the high of the day. So right here, right now, maybe like a 475, 480 would make some sense to me. The volume isn't nearly as high as I would have liked, but hey, this one's starting to get going. The risk to reward can be there for it. And OSAT, I don't want to get too far away from that one as well. Low of the day, by the way, is like less than $1 away on Virgin Galactic.
We just did a video on scalping.
Money.
I mean, this is what we just did on AMC. I mean, I don't know why I just did that, but it ripped back up here, and we got short again right there. So look at the average price, $39.81. We take that short out, short again, and out. So that is 1 minute there. 30 cents. So short 39.82 and out right there 39.50. Now we'll hold to see where we go to the bottom. Hopefully we do go to the bottom here and we will get it. Someone asked me for my opinion on crypto. I'll give it to you when I get back because I just did some selling in crypto like 10 minutes ago. What's up, Brandon?
Sean, you were talking about that Apple headline. We got an Apple headline with Goldman Sachs. They're going to create a buy now, pay later service, Apple and Goldman Sachs. So we should look at this one, guys, AFRM, because that is what they do. So if Apple's teaming up with GS, that means a firm not having a good day.
Firm's lockup ended literally yesterday as well.
Yeah, so that's going to be a bad idea for them. And we did look at that, Brendan, when we mentioned. I think that was about, it must have been right here. I mean, not about, it was right here. 202, 201 in change where you get the big volume spike. And again, you know, we do have videos out, and these are things that you look at, like where do volumes spike? How high do we get to? 381, some of these levels as well before you turn around back to the downside there. But I did want to talk a little bit about crypto. I actually sold, I mean, I can't believe it. I actually sold some Cardano and actually went into some USDC, so some coins that are just tracking the US dollar right here. I am a little bit nervous now on this play. I could sell here at 127 and be fine because of the cost, like where I'm in at, but I do really want to buy it back. I think we can test $1. And the reason why has nothing to do with Cardano, has nothing to do with anything, it has to do with the biggest and the baddest of them all, not Bitcoin, Ethereum here, as it's broken. So I don't think it's broken as a trade. It did break this. We talked about this earlier. You guys wanted to have some crypto talk, so I'll give it to you just real quick. I kind of see us retesting 17 here. It's held. We're below all of these moving averages right now. So there's a lot there, a 10, a 20, and 100 moving average to the downside. We're all right there now. We failed a little bit. This is just a daily chart. So, I mean, I'm not going to dig much deeper than this right now, but we don't have all day. I just think it didn't hold that 2,000. I don't have volume on here, but I've been watching the markets. I've been watching the tape all day. It's pretty negative. I mean, if you look here, even on a 1 minute chart, so here I go digging in for you even more when I said I wouldn't. Here's a 1 minute chart for you. Just look at this. I mean, this is what got me scared off a little bit here. We tried to hold 2,000. We didn't do that. We dipped down. Now we're just pushing. I can see us breaking. I can see the Chinese markets waking up a little bit here, noticing that we don't hold that 2,000, and then we come back to the downside. Here it goes. I mean, it's cracking right now. So I think I made a couple of good sales. I sold some Cardano, sold some Ethereum, and now we'll wait on how low. I mean, buy, sell. I mean, I'm still... I sold like another 5% of the position. So I'm still in it, and I still think it's there, and I don't want to try to catch bottoms or tops, but to raise a little bit of capital, I think is well worth it. Also, do I want to hold Goldman Sachs overnight? No. I still think banks go down. So, if Goldman Sachs has those kind of numbers and JP Morgan has those kind of numbers today, and both are showing red on the day, God help Citigroup, Bank of America, and Morgan Stanley. So, and WFC. So we'll wait to see where that goes, but I don't like where this is trending for banks.
I'm not a huge fan of it either. I recently, not recently, but a little while ago, trimmed some Morgan Stanley. By the way, I got long in that Tesla off 666. It bounced one more time, but because we have one more day of reporting before Morgan Stanley on Thursday, I kind of want to make a decision and put it off to tomorrow. If I had not taken off anything in the last quarter, I probably would already have done so. Much weaker than I anticipated. I thought they had to blow things out to be good, but yeah, I mean, it was more than blowing things out of the water and still reacting negatively. Tesla tested one more time. It didn't get to 666, by the way. It got to 667.20. But that latest bounce, it did break the low of the day, not get to 666. I then got the long essentially at 68 here. So about a couple of dollars worth of risk to that 66 level. And then I'll try to take a couple of dollars in the initial scalp. And then if it can get to like 75, that'd be like the absolute best trade, I think. I do still want to go back to the Crtd. Obviously, it's been a good one, but we always talk about trading what moves, and I don't mind sitting here scalping 20 cents or 25 pennies on a $5 stock, but I'll get more aggressive taking this out the closer we get to 350. I still have an offer that'll get me that 25 cents for the next leg to the upside there. And Zila, of course, Zila. Oh, why did that? There we go. Zila did not break that 75, so we're holding VWAP for now. Someone asked if we held VWAP, where would you go long? And I kind of mentioned maybe 75, 80 makes more sense than waiting around for 5. I'd rather make a quick decision on this one after it was such a good one that I got out in front of that, well, just around that $4 level. Oddly enough, my last out turned into the low in the afternoon. Entirely a coincidence, I happen to think, but I don't know. There was definitely some selling at that price. Maybe I should have read into that more than it was obvious at that particular point. So into some Tesla. And then, of course, I'm still watching that Virgin Galactic, guys. It is still weak. It is bouncing just barely off of today's low. I mean, it got down as low as 37. We had some data issues, by the way, in the pre-market 37.50. At the open, I saw 37.70 is around that low of the day. It's trying to bounce. I actually want to see it test that 37.5 before I even think about another long. You guys know I gave it back trying the long. If I try to bottom pick here, it's got to be one heck of an entry to entice me again.
Okay, so we just got hella lucky right there. And I'll just talk about it quickly on AMC. Like, we were shorting it, got it right back into that same spot. How do I move this over? There it is. There it is. Okay, so it went up to 40 there, and we didn't get filled. So thank God. Not that we didn't get filled. We didn't have any orders. We were going to go short. Or I guess we are short. We were going to get out of our short on that 40 break. It doesn't do it, and now we're short 77. So we did cover a third of that at 87 because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this came all the way back down to put me into a flat position. So now we're short to get same price 77. We just tried to go to the cookie jar 1, 2, 3, 4 times there. 3 times, I guess, was the problem. But now we're coming back to the downside. So I really think that this maybe, I'll just take this out here if I can get a 67 print now. I should just put a 68. Why do I care about what the price is? There it is. So yes, sir. I don't know. We'll just go bang, but that's a lucky bang right there because we almost got ticked out a little higher. If we would have gone a couple more pennies through 40, we would have been out of that one. But wow. Skin of our teeth there, putting on another win for you right there. 1, 2, 3 times, including that short as well. So cashed out. This is AMC. It's the only name I'm looking at. I want to find names with some volume. I do like Clover. We talked about that earlier on in the day, breaking that 10 level. If there was going to be a trade early, there hasn't been a trade on that. Basically, all new SPACs. We'll talk about DD in a minute. But if you're not a big cap tech, which is basically what I own, in the swing account, no, we have all these stocks. PaySafe, Clover. I mean, I even have Clover. We can go over my account anyways. At one point, we will do that. But down to the downside here, Clover today giving up the ghost. We thought it could go yesterday. There was a little bit of volume near the end of the day. I can show that right here. Let's show you. Here's yesterday's volume. You could see starting to pick up, and then there's that 10. So yesterday, basically sleeping until about 2:30, wakes up, tries that 10, and fails. To me, that was very clear, but I did expect a little bit of a runner here today. Not down that 8% now, down to 880 and change. Like, these names can't get out of their own way, man. A lot of these high-flying names, DraftKings, Clover, PaySafe, some of the other names that we like, all down today. So if Clover could take out this 895, maybe, but right now I'm just looking short as the NASDAQ has traveled a lot today, man. Lows, highs, we were up 0.7%. Now we're kicking down to lows again, possibly turning negative. So just look out below on some of these trades. If you're holding anything like these meme stocks, just very, very careful with that. We'll be back tomorrow trading some new ones like Zila and whatnot, but I don't like holding for overnight here, guys.
Speaking of Zila, like it was just a minute or two, maybe 2 minutes ago when I was talking about, hey, 475, look for that early break, and now we're cracking back through 450. So I was just mentioning that area at 409 and saying to myself, okay, well, I didn't think that was going to come into play. Suddenly, this dips down. I'm looking 4 to 420, maybe 410 to 420, something in this range, maybe in 425, 430, to catch a quick little dip by off of that 4 to 410 area, and then see if we can't get a scalp win. It's starting to head to the downside. Now, I didn't have like a short notion on this trade, so I'm going to stick with the long. That AHPI, that's actually a scalper's dream off of that 9 to about 950. Just can't seem to break out. For a stock up 140% that's halted multiple times today, it's not doing a heck of a lot, but it's holding VWAP, so it's one of the stronger ones that I can find. But I'm going to buy this dip if I can get it down close to that 420 on Zila, as it just rolled over. Tesla basically flat, barcoding off of that level that we're looking at from before. And then I just mentioned HPI was going to be a scalper's dream. If it's going to be that good, it tests back down about 875. You can let it break 9 even. I'll try to get a quick little dip by, but you can't let it go past like 850, 860 if you're going to be trying to scalp 40 or 50 cents on the stock. The spread will open up on you 5 to 10 cents on AHPI. Done 200 million in volume, but just because it's cheap and has a lot of volume doesn't mean the spread can't open up. It's 5 cents as I look at it right now. Brendo?
Just looking at some of the travel names, guys, specifically airlines not having a good day. United, though, with interesting story here. Just saw this one. They're going to buy 100 of these small electric planes from this company in Sweden, which is called Heart Aerospace. So Heart Aerospace, it's a 19-seat, all-electric plane, which is kind of cool. But overall, I mean, not a good day for airlines, down 4 and change % here. Day lows, in fact, for UAL.
I almost thought there were some typos there. Yeah, UAL, LUV. We're at Delta coming out with earnings. So yesterday, we tried DD long all the time, and we had some nice bids longs. But today, it actually dumps off of this 1 minute VWAP there down to 1180. And look at DD, dang, dang, dang. Yeah, Taco Tuesday, what's up? Thanks, Alex Enzo. Yeah, we like those tacos. We'll go to Taco Bell. You can maybe pick up one chalupa there for $2. I have no idea. I don't even know what the hell a chalupa is. Okay, upside there. Is that a dog or not? It's Chihuahua. Okay, upside there, 1230 now. Wow, DD, a nice move, man. Maybe we can look at a 3-minute chart, 5-minute. Let's go 5-minute, just to give us a little bit of a distance here. Yeah, already, wow. There, oh, wow, okay. So normally I trade DD as you see them all light up here. And then there's that, these are longs, long. We've got out past here before. So I think this is maybe a decent spot. We've been up here before and failed into the close. So now we can maybe do this again, but we'll watch out for 1250. Look at this big size here. So if you're noticing that, this is what this means. There's a big offer right now. That every single one of these is 100 shares. So you're going to have 200,000 shares sitting here on the offer. It's into 55 million. So that's probably going to get chewed up. But right now, DD at the high of the day, it takes out that 1230. Let's go long, guys. 1230 long on DD. So we're going to wait for a 1231 print, and then we'll get executed long.
I mean, you love to see like an order like that, especially at that time of day. The first thing I always look at is there a scalp opportunity to the short side? Because I'll do it from time to time. Wow, my chart was slow to load up there. As you said, it's not a huge level, and how many times has it happened? Maybe a couple of times you've been able to get in and out for a 5-cent win. To me, that means there's still a chance. I don't think you want to get in. 130 is on the offer. I'd want to get in that trade at like a 29 when it's coming to the downside. Risk like 2 cents. Tesla will give me 50 cents to 80 cents and then go back to flat. So it's not doing a heck of a lot, which is disappointing. Zila has actually started its roll over just a little bit here as it gets back down to that 440 level. It's consolidating a bit. If the next leg is to the downside, I'm running out of time to put this trade on. I mean, I have 2 longs that are okay, but I want better, and I think we can add a third one to that list if we can get this AHPI drifting closer to that 9 range, or certainly Zila down in that 420, catching a bit of a falling sword. At least it's put in a couple of higher lows to this point. If it breaks that 430, that could be a little bit of a change here. But I think some people are panicking, maybe not panicking, but doing some profit taking in the afternoon here on Zila. If they get overzealous, good place to buy the dip.
All right, so we just hit that alarm because we are now into DD, so we actually get 31s on that break, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. So now we'll go to the high. So it's 31.5, and what does it show? So it's 32. So okay, round up. Who cares? Now we'll go to the upside here. We'll see if we can take out a little bit. We're scalping this name, right? So again, not expecting a big, huge move. We did see the last time it stopped at about 1250. So I actually don't even like how it's stopping right now. We may take some out right now on this level if we can on D. Yeah, there it is. So it does stop there at 36. That sucks. Now we'll see if we get some 35s out for a small win, just a little bit here if we can. I don't like how it stopped there, guys. That's not good. So just with my experience and what I've seen in the past, you don't need that to stop when it starts to go there after only 2 or 3 pennies. That 36 should have got taken out. There wasn't enough volume there for that to stop. So I don't know. That's not a good look. So now I'm getting a little nervous, and we have to look for downside. I was thinking about how much am I going to hold for the upside. You know what? Forget that. Let's just wait. Let's wait for our 38s. We're offering 38, so we'll see if we can get that. Now I'm pretty confident. I'm not confident. How could I switch that fast? All right, so we're going to look for some downside moves. Basically, if we take out the quarters, we'll be out of this. It's a small trade. We're going to risk 6 or 7 cents. You heard my offer is going to be at that 8-cent mark. So I think the ratio works for me there. So let's wait here, 12.25, maybe even a 12.20 to be wrong on that one. And then just quickly on that's DD. Let's change charts here. On AMC, we are getting close to that pressure spot. I am not going to get back into this name. So we'll get out now here. We won't get out. We'll get out if it breaks above 40. Otherwise, we'll wait for a downward click. I am not going to. I feel like we've danced with the devil there that last time and got really lucky on this short because we took out a third there for 10-cent hit. We did not get taken out at 40, and then we took it back in for a I guess a 10-cent win, I guess. So that's flat. So now we're holding that last piece to see where we go. So that's AMC. I'm not going to dance with that devil one more time. Hopefully this can fall for us. But other than that, I'm going to wait for AMC to come down.
All dancing with the devil should only be done in the pale moonlight. As you know, I love that quote. I love movie quotes in general, but this is not a movie quote here. Striving to find a way, I gotta get mine. And yeah, well, whatever. There's no chance, unless you're a Canadian hip hop artist, that you have any idea who says that. It's an unbelievable song, by the way. But that 666 level, we never got there in Tesla. We had to buy 68s in front. It's 340, so if it's not going to go, I just have to take the scalp win of $1 to take some of this out. Holding the entire thing when we're not really moving doesn't make any sense to me. If it gets to 350, I'll probably take it out for a buck again if it still hasn't moved. I'd still love us to get into that 70 range. We're trying to form a little bit of a bottom here, but you got to bank your winners when you get the opportunity at this time of the day. And as I say that, I do the same thing over here with CRTD. As I'm trying to get this one out at an offer here, just sort of sitting at 87. If we get 87 again, we'll have to take it. I'm long literally right at that bottom, risking 5 cents. So if I can take almost 20-cent wins on it, you got to have those. Zila does not want to fall. So, I mean, it just stalled out here at 435. Good for the people that are long. I kind of wanted it in the 20s. Clearly, I'm not going to be getting that. So I don't have any real big short ideas at this time of day, which is interesting. Usually I'll have something on. But nothing for me to the short side. That AHPI would be if it would break 870, but it's holding up pretty well.
Yeah, Eric B and Rakim. Yeah, I mean, come on, we know all this stuff.
That's not Eric B and Rakim.
No, it's Infinite. Okay,
you know Canadian hip hop. That's not fair because you'll get.
People saying they want to be a Canadian hip hop artist. That's very easy to do. You just got to get citizenship. Okay, we'll go to the upside right now. I mean, there's a very, very famous Canadian artist right now, and starts with a D and rhymes with a rake. I think. Do you know who that is? Maybe Valeria. Drake, good one. Okay, good one. Valeria knows that. I don't know. Is hip hop pretty big in Russia? Valeria? Oh, Drake's pretty big everywhere. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, 188, just having fun with Miss V here today. Disney, probably a good little area coming through very, very soon. 184.40. Maybe we just get out of this. This is $2 in the money. And look at DD, guys. It did what we wanted it to do. It did that little dance. There. So we'll see where it goes here, but did that one dance. There we go. There's another Drake reference for you. Up to 12.39 right there. So we did take that out. 31's long, 39's out, and we did take some 36s, as you know. We were waiting there. I said, we're not going to let that 36 go. But then I canceled my 38s and went to 39, so made that penny back that way. So that's what we're looking at right now with DD as it continues to go to the upside. I'm looking for more names there, man. Clover's not doing anything. We talked about selling off Tilray as we hit the Weed Batman, one of my favorite animations there, along with Valeria Batman. If you guys are just joining us for the first time, this may be everyone's favorite. There it is. That's so much louder than the other one. Okay, Tilray, back to the upside now. Where's my minute chart? This is the minute chart. Okay, good job. Down all day, man. When Brendan, the next time I hear Brendan in the morning talking about cannabis stocks off to the races there, I'm selling said cannabis stock because every single day this seems to happen. It does give up the ghost. Let's wait till Mr. Schumer passes something and then we'll see what happens to these names. I love them. I think you got to be exposed to some of them in your portfolio just for a potential blow, but we'll wait to see here. Tilray down near day's low one more time.
So this all happened very fast. So we'll go with, we'll do this first because I finally get that 9 on AHPI, right at $9. It breaks 870. I'm instantly out and short and then getting some out at like 835. So I don't know, like obviously I'm still in the short position, so I can't say that I'm going to win on the trade just yet because I want it to continue to follow through. There was support level at 8 even. Oh man, I should have been taking that 9 every single time instead of just only doing it the one time, bungling out, and then not getting that trade a couple of times through. The short, we'll see what happens. The first one I put on here, AHPI, broke that 870. I had to chase a little bit to get 50s. If I get a chance on a pop to be able to short some off of 9 even, I am running out of time for that move, but I'll still put it on if we get that shot at it. And I can tell you, Tesla, you gotta be kidding me, Tesla. Yeah, so we're still at 669. How it's only gonna move in like a $2 range off a level like that? Not exactly the bullish, the most bullish sign for it going into the close here today. Another 5 minutes, and I'll probably have to cover it wherever it is. Forget about whether it breaks that low of the day or not. So I did find a short in HPI. I never got into Zila. So it looks like it's going to be these three and maybe only these three, the third being CRTD that I'm into going into that close. Never really saw a setup on Virgin Galactic that I liked here, but that HPI rolling over. Still up 115% on the day, despite giving back a couple of bucks in the afternoon. Brendo?
All right, another one moving into the close here, guys. Appreciate the note. Somebody mentioned this one, Red Cat Holdings Incorporated. RCAT coming off. It was up significantly, but heading to the downside here. They picked up this Teal Drones, so acquisition here for RCAT. Recent addition to the market over, what day was that? April. End of April. But coming off, as I said, needs to hold 4 or it could be in trouble. Definitely one to look at and add to the list, I think, for tomorrow, guys. Huge volume on RCAT today.
Well, if you say add it to the list, I'm putting on the iPad.
Just FYI there, Steve G. Drake or Bieber, it's Bieber, right, Miss V?
Huh?
It's tough. Okay, I thought that would have been obvious there. Okay, so 184 there. We get out of Disney. We put that in our pocket. That's a $2 winner right there. Just don't want to be exposed to these imbalances at the end of the day. Again, no idea where we're going to go from here, but I'm going to be out of Disney right now. I could have waited till VWAP. That might have been a little bit more prudent, but I just thought that if we do come to the downside on a little bit of negativity, the S&P is down 0.25% right now. So I don't want to wait for those imbalances. We get out. Just thought it was worth the risk. I mean, worst case, best case scenario, I probably would have taken these out at 184.30. So we'll take a 184 even print there, get out, or 184.95 or 183.95 or so print there, because otherwise my order goes in there and then we get out at VWAP. That's just the way I'm trading that name. So we'll wait to see what happens on that play. And then here we go, man. We've been holding our AMC. We should have again gotten short on VWAP there, but recently, sometimes in the right near the end of the day here, you do get some moves upside. Yesterday, though, look what happened yesterday into the close. We basically made new lows into the close. So we tested its day low yesterday at 42, I believe. Yeah, so we tested that right at the low, right at the close. So I don't think we test down here at the close today. I mean, that would be a $1 winner. Not to say that can't happen now, but we are going to hold for that. So let's wait to see. My next out on DD is in the mid 40s. So that's a good trade for me here for you guys so far. And then let's look at the Canadian imbalances, see if there's anything here. We're looking for M's, not K's. So there it is. TD Bank there. We'll have a look quickly on a 1 minute, see what this did to it. A little 300,000 share sell appears to have done not much. So nothing here on the Canadian side. Generally, that's a telltale sign that we may not have much on the U.S. side as well.
Entirely true. Entirely true. Well, usually a lot of times that's going to be the truth. Affirm, we did talk about that story. Look, obviously it's not a good headline for them. I don't know if we looked at the daily chart. If it had come back to 60, it missed one shot at it, well, a couple of shots when it bounced back the upside. I think that's going to be a short, but just to go back into what could happen, even in tomorrow's action, where we're at right now, recent support was at about 58.25. You can see when we broke this level with resistance, mini breakout that held 58.25, 58 even. So you can kind of see what I'm getting at on this level here, try to hold. Now we're breaking down below this price. This range, 58 and then 60 are going to be my go zones for tomorrow's action. I'm going to be bearish on Affirm tomorrow, almost under all circumstances, I think. But I'm going to be watching that 58, the lockup expiry, and then of course Apple coming into to steal their lunch a little bit there. That's not a name you want to hear. So I like Affirm, but I think the better shot was when it popped into 60 even a couple of times. That's where you wanted to have it for that day trade. This is Tesla's last chance off of that level. We're now like, just like $1.50 in the money here, but it's about 350. I did say at 350 I was going to try and take this one off. So I might have to settle for like $1.50 to $2 on this trade, and then might not get any more. I didn't want to be holding this into that last 10 minutes. CRTD is off a much better, a stronger low. It's had it a couple of days in a row now, as opposed to just a price I like where it's bounced once so far this morning. And Zila didn't fall any further, so good for the bulls there. It just wasn't good for my dip buy idea. So the longs are good, and I'm still holding that HPI. It's trying to make a run back into 9 even. Remember, 9 is what we're holding for that long, so I'll short the pop.
Yeah, let's go a little education time here. I just got some out at 41. Look, a lot of you guys maybe don't have access to a live level 2 like we do with depth view, but look at this seller. This is on the New York books. These are on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange or electronically with the DMM, but look, like 40,000, 40,000, 40. 35,000. 35. Anyways, it goes on and on and on and on and on, all the way down to another level here at 50. So I think that that's why we just got out at 41 a little bit. So we're holding some now. We've got out of, I guess, it's not quite 80%. It's like about 70% we got out of right there. So now we'll hold more to the upside. I do have an offer at 47 right now. So that's going to be a play here for DD. I'm really happy. There it goes. Take it out. Let's go, DD. So hopefully that can come to the upside right now on DD. Thank you guys to the viewers for bringing that up. Just a little bit of work here tells me, I was going to say we looked at the day chart before, but this is what I'm looking at right now. 1248 was the close right there of that day. So we can look at 1248 as a possibility to find out where DD's going to go. What's up, Ren?
Back into earnings season we are. Here is what is to come. Most of these actually tomorrow morning, but good to be back in earnings season, guys.
Yeah, Bank of America also on the imbalance locator here, Neil. So as well as Fargo. I have the locator up there both as sells, Visas as a buy, but there's Delta. I mean, this is going to be a very, very interesting season here as we are coming through the reopen trade right now. We have Delta variant. We have different things kicking through. So I'm very, very excited to see how some of these companies guide and forecast. But here it is on the imbalance locator. BAC a sell. We talked about that with the banks. Look what we're doing right now. Little downside action there.
Wells.
I don't recommend anything here on the bank side. Wells Fargo, I can't show you because apparently we have dark pools all the way down there. But there's Apple with a nice little sell as well. AMD with a sell. So I'm wondering, this happened last earnings season, guys, where we did retrace back down. Maybe time to take a little bit off of some of these positions.
I've learned one lesson when it comes to the FANG ones, though. If they give you 5 to 10% off of blowout earnings, you just take it every single time and buy more. It certainly makes sense, and doing it in like only an Apple here or there, like do it in Google and do it in Amazon. I had to take Tesla out. I set it 350. We take wherever it was. It did give me that $1.50, so we're not going to get the monster move at that level once again, giving us a double bottom off a price I like. We'll go ahead and take that one out. Someone asked, is CRTD an overnight trade? I still have a teeny bit. I mean, look, it's at the end of the day. It's still managing to hold this low here, but only barely so. So I did take a bunch out on the way up, and then I was trying to get more out at 85, and then I got just about everything out. And I'm actually just going to cover the whole position right now at low of the day. Don't want us to be breaking. The only way that I would have liked this as an overnight is if it had broken that 5 level. I think the first thing, before we even came on air, we were talking about something like, it's like, yeah, what do you... People saying what they're in. I'm like, yeah, I'm in that CRTD off the bottom. And I said, needed to break 5, right? Like if it breaks 5, that's kind of like this barcode here. You'll hold that low. Let's go higher time frames so you can see. You'll hold that low from yesterday's action and then break this range, right? Like that's what you're looking for. Like no follow through on that move. I'm not buying it. Like you basically need that pre-market action to come through. Like it's not giving you the bullish signs here, and it's testing that support level that you would have liked anyway. So I want to see it above. Such that if it does gap up higher, I've got a couple of layers of support, one the 5 and then the 460. Because it couldn't break out, it's hard to endorse it here on day 3 for CRTD. That's just a technical setup anyways, guys. But it was a decent trade off the bottom. You could have had it more times than I did. Certainly I probably got it to at least a little bit late. And good thing we got out of Tesla with 7 minutes to go. I just got out here for that $1.50, and it's right back to testing 665. So I'd love to see that level hold up. But the market getting a little skittish here going into the close, Sean. The NASDAQ barely in red territory, and the ES holding, about 1/3% below as well.
Yeah, I keep on clicking on DD here. There it is. Okay, so we're out of DD there. For flat, the last little bit, we did get out not a big piece. I told you we had about 30% left. So we got out about 20% right there at 36. The same price we got in the first times. That's a 31 long, 36. And then out of our last 10% for flat there on DD as the volume came in and they sold it down. There must be a sell imbalance there on DD as you guys can see. But now it's starting to make a move back upside. So there you go. Sometimes you don't want to trade the imbalances, but sometimes you got to look at them for some kind of direction anyways. And then I don't know, let me just sort this just for you guys looking at AMC. Let's go ABC. Okay, AM. My kids would be so proud. R. Okay, come on. Let's just. I don't want to pass it. Oh my God, how many symbols are there? AN. Okay, here we go. AM. Oh my God, there's so many symbols out there. AMC. So here we go. Very, very small, guys. Both on NYSE and ARCA. Forget about the ARCA ones. But there's the AMC on the NYSE. So it's a very, there it is. Very, very small imbalance, next to nothing. So we're not worried about the imbalance locator at all for AMC. But here we go. A nice short here on AMC. We'll hold it. what time is it? 3:54. So we have to be flat. So if we can find a level here, what about 339.50, something like that, to get out of AMC? But a nice win for us here as we've just been going short and long DD. So far so good. Goldman Sachs really continues to puzzle me a little bit here today. Not really doing much in the afternoon. We had that Apple spike up. I'm very, very worried about some bank earnings. But what did Zila do? Down to 443. So those were good longs all day. But hey, it's going to be a good one. Let's hold AMC to the closing bell.
Yeah, I mean, like, you got to find those shorts. We're day trading at the end of the day. I know people are like, how do you short AMC? Whatever, right? Like, if you're day trading, if it's price action that matters to you, I'm just sort of noticing here because we had a negative territory. Pepsi had good earnings and they actually managed to hold up, but that even just dipped below VWAP. It's holding its breakout on Pepsi. It's not always the most active stock in the world, but this 150.70 break that it put on this morning, that was exactly where the dip buy got put in this morning at 150.75. Got that long. I love Pepsi. I think it's more of a defensive style play. It's likely to give you not as deep pullbacks here, and I think that's one of those, if you're sort of skittish about the market, look for things that show strength on days where the market shows a little bit of weakness here. Although, I don't know, I mean, at some point, if these banks get out of hand to the downside, I'm telling you, I'm going to want to get into some of these bad boys. And Tesla just broke the low of the day, so good thing we got out of that one. Whoops, that's still the daily chart. Good thing we got out of that one. Still heading further to the downside. So at this time of day, when you're bottom picking, you don't want to hold on too long, or this is what could happen to you, Brendo.
Well, another one, guys, to maybe put on the list for tomorrow. I just noticed Smile Direct Club having quite the day here. Down big time. Allegations of misleading customers in Australia. So this over here on the daily chart is all-time lows for SDC, guys.
Really?
Leading them with.
I feel like it's been lower than that, a Smile Direct, but okay. Yeah, I mean, the chart, yes, all time. Wow, okay, yeah, 737 there for SDC. I like that name. I think that might be an opportunity there on some horrible, horrible news to maybe pick that up. I thought they'd have a good chance with people maybe being hesitant to go back to the dentist, but I don't know. I guess that's not working out for them. Here goes AMC, man. Nice little win. So we'll just go, Mamma Mia today, because it was a good day for me. We're not very positive, but we are positive one more time today. Only losing stocks on board, Goldman Sachs and Space. And yeah, someone said in the chat, like, why would you think that banks are going? Like I said this morning that banks are going down, and I also said that the only trade that I would have on board was this 38.50 break of Space, which we did have, which we did crush, and then all of a sudden different things started happening, and yeah, now we just dance around with this stock at these levels when we shouldn't have. Space to the downside. Told you I'm a buyer around 28. Hopefully that comes in sooner rather than later. But AMC, maybe we'll just get out of this one now, as this is a nice little win. So we'll put one on the bid, and we'll see if there it is. Crushed out right there at 40. A nice little 40-cent win to end the day as we do some Papa Willies with only a minute or 2.5 minutes left. Everyone's favorite bell ringer is about to ring that bell, so get ready. If you may know who that is, put it in the chat and you will get a free shout out.
100%.
I don't have anything else to give.
I feel like it could be like, I mean, some people might like somebody else there, but there's only one person who would have the mallet like ringing over my head in that shot. Yeah, you guys.
There it is. Shout out to you, Michael Travis, the very first one to put it there.
Feet.
Randy. So there's the shout out, Neil. I have nothing else to give for free, but there's the shout out. Randy, yes. Joe Biden. No, Joe Biden's not here. We'll have to find where he is. Maggie, that's who everybody wants on the bell, Maggie. Maybe one day. Maggie's
Maggie can ring the.
But she's too busy. Look, this is the difference between
Maggie can
and
make
Randy.
it happen. Maggie can somehow both be doing the show and ring the bell.
I got to make the big difference between Randy and Maggie. One is working right now, and the other one, where is he? Make sure you can't throw anything at me. Hardly working. So there he is over there. See, there he is, yeah, working on that Chrome Dome. Randy looking sharp today. I have a very similar shirt than that, Randy. Okay, let's just see, quickly checking here on the imbalance locator. Is there anything left off today? Let's see on the high side. We're trying to sort it by size. There it is. BAC still a big sell, guys. Visa, we love Visa long time. That's a big win. I don't know if you have any positions to cover off, but we're out of AMC for a nice little win. What a great afternoon show. Thank you for watching, guys.
Yeah, Tesla was my last one. We got about a minute left here. I will say this, like, I'm not going to crap on Randy. You got Timbits today, so thank you for that. Fantastic job as always. Zila, it's holding up rather nicely, so I just want to point that out. Everyone's like, yeah, good hold on Zila, $4, $4.10 to $4.25. That area has held up. That could have been a dip buy, but it is still sort of selling into that level. I think below there, you are really only looking at $3.50. $2.65 was so good on that stock. And that AHPI, before we get out of here, AHPI, I thought this was going to be a good short. We had the good long one time, second time loser, scalp the short, and then try to scalp it again off of 9 even, basically get out at flat. It is holding above VWAP, so make sure that one's on your radar. 100%er that holds up significantly over 100%, so that's going to be on my radar for sure tomorrow. Like these, it seems like there's 3 or 4 new ones every single day, but the day 2, the day 3, the day 4 plays are still there for us all of the time. Want to make sure that's on our list, as well as Brennan with SDC, Smile Direct Club. Got to have that as well.
Yeah, I like that one. I just want to give you a quick look here at Disney. That's why we got out right there, right? Because I just saved myself 60 cents on that out. With only 5 seconds to go. We got to get ready on the bell.
3, 2, and ring it. Pratt is like, what are you doing?
Wow, Randy got a serious look on his face there, boy. Look at that. Okay, not messing around. Thank you so much, Randy, at Trader TV Randy. Always a character and very, very hard at work. I kid. One of our lead here in IT. So thank you, Randy. Very, very. I don't want to say he's smarter than he looks, but he's very, very smart. So I'll leave that to you guys. Brendan, how did we wind up the day?
The undisputed bell-ringing champion of the world, Randy. Here we go. Negative, guys, right across the board, unfortunately for U.S. markets anyways. Not big moves, but 0.4, 0.26. NASDAQ did go red there right at the end of the day. It was trying ever so hard to hold up. One mention to make here, if I put it up. No, I did not. My daily chart failed me, guys. SDC had gone before below 4, but it's a significant level. Trust me when I say.
It's almost like our viewers know Randy. Like, Randy is the kind of guy who brings his sword collection to work. Yeah, I probably think that's probably true. Some comments about how cute Randy is. So, okay, this is...
Rung a bell with a sword at this point.
Yeah, I think he's used a base.
I think that's probably not a good idea.
Everything else has been used already.
He also has a... how big's your dog now, Randy? 155 pounder, Great Dane. So what's up to your Great
70
Dane,
kilograms.
Randy?
Come on.
Okay. So anyways, let's get the show going here. We do have the trade of the day. It's going to be Zila. Stay tuned to watch that. It's been a super fun day. Thank you for joining. For Maggie, for Lucas, for Randy. What's up, guys? Thank you again for all your hard work there, guys, on the board. It takes a lot more work to do that than to do what we do. But for Neil, Brendan, and Miss V, who we may or may not get a mic on her. If you want to hear her talking, join. Yeah, exactly. She's all about the chat here in the afternoon. Join us tomorrow morning when she will be mic'd up, guys. Thank you for watching for the Trader TV live team. There's Trader Pratt in the background. What's up, Pratt? Getting ready to go out. So we're fun. Actually, Pratt and Greg are trying to go golfing, but it's a wet one here. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Ciao.
See you guys.